Good evening once again. Second and final one video from me today. I would expect. Just really want to do an early thoughts video about the fight we've got coming up this weekend in heavyweight division, which is including Tyson Fury versus Christian Hammer. Now, I've been reading a lot of things from Christian Hammer saying he's going to come and knock Tyson Fury out. I think he's just trying to sell the fight, to be honest. For anyone that's not really familiar with Christian Hammer, I can't really say I'm the most familiar person with him, but I have seen him fight a couple of times. The biggest names that he's got on his fighting record as it stands, or the biggest name is probably Kevin Johnson, who pretty much loses to anybody who can punch and move. So, not really surprised he beat Kevin Johnson. Other biggest names on there would be the most notable one would be Mariusz Wach, or depends how you pronounce it, but I pronounce it Mariusz Wach, who's a Polish heavyweight who of course lost to Vladimir Klitschko only a couple of years ago, I think it was now, by unanimous decision, if I can get my words out right. And he lost, Christian Hammer lost to Mariusz Wach by a knockout. Other names on there that you might recognise, or certainly from a British perspective, would be Danny Williams. He fought an old Danny Williams. Let's be honest, I think Danny Williams is still going about 10 years past his prime, probably a bit more past his prime, to be honest. And he beat Danny Williams. The most recent fight on the record that he's got is against the Brazilian fighter, who I've actually got a video of his latest fight on my wall, his latest fight against David Price. And let's be honest, he got took 10 rounds by Costa Jr. And he did not look like a fighter that could stand up to any real significant punishment or sustained punishment from any pressuring heavyweights. David Price wasn't really a confident David Price. He was more looking like he was trying to get rounds in. I think if it had been the David Price of old, he'd have probably got Costa Jr. out of there within 2 rounds. So, Christian Hammer is not the most hardest hitting of fighters. He has lost 3 times, twice by knockout. Is he really going to cause Tyson Fury any trouble? I can't really say where he could. He's got an average jab. He's got an okay right hand. It's not the greatest. Yeah. Whereas you look at someone like Tyson Fury, well-rounded fighter, great chin, hits hard, can switch stance, very good movement for a big heavyweight. Very good movement for a big heavyweight. And I think Tyson Fury's speed's actually quite deceptive to people as well. I know Tyson Fury can be clumsy in the ring, but that's just what you take of it. Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury at the end of the day. So I don't really expect Christian Hammer to cause Tyson Fury any problems at the weekend. I just can't see it at all. I just want to see Tyson Fury in a world title fight now, to be honest with you. He's one of them fighters you love or you hate. My opinion of him kind of sways from time to time. The one thing I would say about Tyson Fury is he's very exciting. He brings a lot to the table for any fight in the heavyweight division. And I think him and Deontay Wilder in the same room for a press conference would be amazing. I think that would be a brilliant press conference, as well as a brilliant fight. We know Tyson Fury is mandatory to Klitschko. We also know he's been having a feud with Deontay Wilder for some time. I would personally want to see the Wilder fight. I don't think there's much interest in a Klitschko fight compared to a Wilder fight, just on the excitement of 2 big personalities getting into the ring. But then, of course, the Klitschko fight's inappealing in its own right because it's Klitschko in it, And there's also Klitschko's got more titles. But I don't really expect a great fight from Christian Hammer. I don't expect him to put up it will give Tyson Fury massive problems. It might go a few rounds, but I would expect Fury to dominate from start to finish and put the cherry on the nice iced cake by getting a knockout victory at some point in the fight. Apart from that, it's, like I say, it's just hard to see where Christian Hammer's going to do anything extraordinary or special, to be honest. I just want to, while I'm doing this video actually, I recently put up a video on about Hughie Fury's latest fight against Andre Rudenko. People don't know, obviously Hughie Fury is Tyson's younger cousin. Now, I got a couple of dislikes to that video. I realised why, because I hadn't actually managed to watch the Rudenko fight all the way through. But that's not my fault that Channel 5 did not show the full fight. Right? And it's been very hard to get online footage. So naughty for giving me a dislike for that. It's not my fault. Right? But just quickly mentioning Hughie Fury at the end of this video. After his fight of the weekend against Andre Rudenko, I got into an argument with some idiot on a social media site. Sorry, I don't want to be swearing too bad, although I've got a potty mouth. Right? Who said to me, Andy Joshua has fought more experienced competition than Hughie Fury. That may have been true up until Saturday, but Andy Joshua has not fought anyone as quality as Andre Rudenko. And people can say, oh, he's going to fight Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson's a fucking bum. Kevin Johnson is not a great heavyweight at all. The guy throws like one punch every 5 years. He's the most boring heavyweight to watch. The only reason people fight Kevin Johnson is because if you can't beat Kevin Johnson, you ain't going anywhere. Yeah, he's a gatekeeper. Simple. Yeah, you want to get beyond domestic onto world? Beat Kevin Johnson. You're up there, kid. Right? Simple. Andre Rudenko, up until before his fight before Hughie Fury, was undefeated in 24 fights with 16 KOs and was being touted around Europe as one of the next up-and-coming big heavyweights. Right? Then he lost to Lucas Brown, who, of course, people should know is the Australian heavyweight. Very good heavyweight. I'm a fan of Lucas Brown, actually. He's actually with Hatton Promotions, Promotions. He fights in the UK. I think he's coming back in Australia and doing a few fights and getting some fans in his own country and getting his popularity up, as you would expect. But that's another name, Lucas Brown, I would expect to see in the mix for a world title within the next year or two. But Rudenko, he's still a classy operator. He might have lost to Lucas Brown, but it was a narrow defeat when you look at the scorecards and you look at the fight. It's not as if he was dominated from start to finish, right? Hughie Fury at the weekend in Monte Carlo, I think, did a superb job. From what I have seen, I still haven't managed to find a good link from the whole fight through, to be honest. But Hughie Fury did a good job. He did a great job of outboxing a more experienced opponent. And let's not forget, Hughie Fury is still only 20 years old. Right? He's only 20. He's still a baby in some parts of the world. He can't even drink in the United States of America yet. Right? And then this dickhead at the weekend slating Hughie Fury off. Another thing as well, right? Hughie Fury today, I think it wasn't actually Hughie Fury, I think it was an interview with Peter Fury. And he was saying that Hughie Fury's targeting, or the targeting rather, Manuel Shaw next. That's interesting. If Hughie Fury got past Emmanuel Shaw right now, that pretty much puts Hughie Fury in the top 10 or 15 heavyweights in the world, right? At age 20. So I want that fight to happen. Just to shut idiots like that idiot I had to argue with yesterday, right? So let's have this. Let's have the fight. Let's have the Hughie Fury Manuel Shaw fight. I want that to happen because I think Hughie Fury will beat Manuel Shaw, and then people will start taking notice a bit more. And please, if people do, people don't very often leave comments on my videos right now because I'm still a building channel. I've still only got one subscriber, hoping to get some more. But I don't want to see any comments like, Jippo fuck or where's your caravan or anything like that. Not really appreciated. Yeah, in the world of boxing, there's no world for discrimination like that. Sometimes it's a bit of a laugh and a joke, and I know like even Tyson Fury plays on it a little bit, but I think a lot of the time people just don't like the Furies because they are from a travelling background, which I just think is ridiculous. And don't get me wrong, I know some travellers, right? I know some Jippos, and they're complete fucking arseholes. You just want to smash their head in because they do your head in, yeah? But I also know some travellers that are really nice people. My point is, you can't write somebody off or discriminate against somebody because of a stereotype. If we all went on stereotypes, yeah, then we'd all be judgmental idiots in this world, right? Stereotyping's not good. Discriminating because of stereotyping's even worse, right? But anyway, if you've watched this video, thanks for watching. Um, Please leave me a comment. Even if it's just like you think I'm talking a load of shit, and I should, tell me what I should be saying. If you want to say that, it's fair enough. It's a free world. Subscribe to my channel. I'm looking to do more videos in the boxing world. Um, I get a lot of spare time on my hands late at night, so I don't really sleep a lot, and I do watch a lot of fighting. So, you know, I'm still, coming back because I used to do videos on YouTube a few years ago. I'm still kind of getting swing of things, but I promise I do get a lot more detailed in my breakdown of fights near the time. Later on this week, I will do an in-detailed version breakdown of the up-and-coming fight between Tyson Fury and Christian Hammer, including a quick breakdown of their previous 5 fights and what I would expect going into this fight on Saturday night. Okay. Anyway, like I say, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Leave me a comment. Peace.